welcome back to my channel and to Scrap Stash and Mayhem. I love this series. I hope you do too. I like to play, and most importantly, I like to use up my stash. So this is the envelope that I worked on last episode, and it's the material. I just covered an envelope, filled it in. Oops, I was going to put something on that. I will do that yet. But anyways, so I took it to Craft and Chat with me, and I hand stitched everything. And you know, it was actually very, very fun. It was kind of relaxing and calming. And I got crazy and started doing different types of stitches and then changed my mind. So it's kind of a mixed mosh of everything, which is okay because it's just for me and I was trying things out. So that will go into my stash to hold on to something that I feel needs to go in there. But what I did say to you last time was I did say I had a surprise. And here it is. You know those children books? The heavy ones, the heavy page? What a gold mine. So that's what this is. And you just take and tear off the pages. Now, this is not my idea. A girlfriend of mine found it, and she found these books, and she did it for me, and gave me a bunch, and then brought me some more yesterday. No, the day before. So anyways, this here is a page she accidentally forgot to do, or maybe on purpose. But anyways, you just take the paper and rip it off. And it might take you a few tries to get it, you know. It doesn't all come off, obviously, in one round, but just work at it to get it off. I took my scissors. You could take a little knife or something to just roll up that edge. That's how I got that one off. I'm working with probably not the right thing right now. Let me go to where's my knife? Where's my little knife? Here. And you probably could wet it a little bit to make it a little softer to come off. But anyways, it comes off, and once you get going on it, it's very simple to do. Like I said, it might be better to take and do a little spray on it. But anyways, that's what you do. I'm not making it look easy, but it's easy. And once you get that, it's crazy. Like it's such nice paper, and it's very porous. Now, I don't think you would want to put a bunch of pockets and fill them on there because you would end up with some sort of gator mouth type thing. But I thought it would be great for mixed media. And so I had this one. And if you watched my video from yesterday, my Friday makes, you would know that this came from Petals and Parchment. And this is the lovely Lavender Ledgers kit and the bonus pages, and I just took whatever I had sitting on my desk and I just created a cover for it. And then what I did here, and what I will do to every page, is I put in some white acrylic paint or gesso. I use gesso, but you can use the paint too. Just something to give it a layer that it's not going to soak up all what you do in there. So I'm going to do watercolors, and I have these ones here, and these are the colors that these are, and I have some things laid out here. But you know, I thought, well, let's just play. And so I'm going to take and I'm going to wet my page first. I should have sprayed down my paints here, but I didn't, so we'll just do that. I'm okay with that. We'll do the other page next. But I'm just going to, these pins you can get just about anywhere, and you just squish them out. And on this one here, I think I'm just going to, I have a theme in mind. And I thought, well, just kind of take and play with them. You don't have enough water in there, then just give them a little more water. I am not a professional by no means, but I do like to play, and that's where I think the big thing comes in, to just play. See, you can see this one here, if I hadn't done the gesso on there, it would have just soaked right in. And even though the gesso was in there, it did pretty much soak right in. And even though I watered it down a bit, I'm just going to take and water that a little bit more. I like it when it runs and does some things there. But I don't want it. There we go. There we go. Like that. Run in there. Yeah. And like so. There we go. That's kind of sort of what I wanted to do. Just a little bit like that. And I think what I will do, oh, like that. I like that. Let's use some mixed color in here. And the thing about that is this is not going to take very long to dry, because it just, it really just kind of soaks right up. Now let's give that a little run. And you just kind of play with it. Trust your process, have fun. And so what I thought this would be for me is kind of a, oops, didn't really want to do that, but I did. You've seen what I did. Oh, hold on, I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Hubby is busy planting things and just wanted a little bit of help. So I will come back to do this, and I can see my page is buckling, but it's okay because it's going to dry flat. I know it will. So I'm just going to leave this as is, and I'm going to, let's try this. And I'm just going to, I've seen them do this and I've never done it before, so I'm going to do it. See, my puppies are in. I hear them, I don't see them. And we're just going to a little bit like this and smoosh it around. I'm good with that. Remember we used to do that in school? Trust the process. Trust it. Trust it. And I think we're going to do a little bit of this gold in there. And we're just going to let it run. I like the deeper gold in here. We're just going to let that run. Ooh, that really ran fast. But you can see that this paper is really soaking it up. So you can use a lot of water on here, just as long as you take and do some gesso or some acrylic paint over top of it. Something to give it that little bit so it doesn't soak in and dry it right away. I'm just gonna let that dry. And you know, when you're playing with things, you just gotta trust the process. Just trust the process. I like this. I like the darker gold in here. Okay, so I'm just going to add some more water. Okay, and I think we're going to leave it at that. I think we'll leave it at that. Do I want to add any other colors? I don't think so. I don't think so. No. Maybe, no. Leave it at that. Leave it at that. Let that dry. There we go. And then I'm just going to take and do some randomness in here. Just to see what it does. Give it a little bit of water in there because it's activated by water. See if it does anything. Not really. Not really. Don't mind the color in the squares though. That's cool. Okay, not. Where'd my paints go? Where did I go? There they are. I'm gonna put a little gold in there. Trust the process. Oh, I'm just playing. I'm having fun. And that's all that matters in artwork, right? That's all that matters. I hope you grab some paint maybe and paint along with me. I like that. Yeah, see, that looks good. Oh, okay, so I'm going to take and I'm going to do a little bit gold in this one. I hope I'm still in your screenshot. And a little bit here. Okay. Well, that is pretty bold if you ask me. And I like the way it's feathered out. And sometimes I like to go all the way across the page. Let's do a little of this color in here. Why not? Let it run down. Let it run down. This gives a little different color in there. Adds a little bit. Even though you're in artist paint or water paint paper. What is that called? Is it called water paint color? Paper? I don't know. But anyways, the paper that's made for this, then you can actually get a little more running, I think. But if you don't want to invest in watercolor or the paper for watercoloring, this is a good alternative, and it keeps your artwork in a book. So I kind of like that. And if you had the color wheel thing, you could play with the color wheel and know what colors are going to go really well together and what ones aren't. Because that I do not know. I'm just playing with different colors. But I like the bright colors, and I like the bold, the colorful, not muted. I know, you know, muted has its time too. Just right now, I like, this is what, look at that, it's pretty. Trust the process. I have a hard time trusting the process. Now, I have made this pretty wet, but I think for what I'm going to do, I think it'll be okay. And then what I'll do is once the video is done, then I will dry it completely. Pretty. I will dry it completely, and I will put it between something heavy on it. I'm just trying to, oh, that's pretty too. I'm just trying to make it that I can do a little more on here without going too crazy. So I got these stamps, and I thought it'd be cool to put those stamps on there. And I don't know if this is going to, hopefully this black will work for me. It might be a little dry, but we'll give it a go. And I am going to use this one. And I should probably put it on, whoops, one of these. There we go, nice and sticky. And I'm just going to pick it up like that. And I'm just going to run it off the edge a little bit here and there. Just a little bit. And then I had, and I don't know, my favorite stamp is some cursive. I think it's called cursive. I call it handwriting, but, and I don't know what I did with it. I just had it in my hand not that long ago. But anyways, and I have this here, and I thought I could take a little bit of this color here, and maybe just do a little bit of, see what that looks like, just a little bit of play, just a little. I do like to play with these. I just don't take the time to do it much. That's the problem. Okay, and I like that. And it's kind of giving that, you know, it's still a little damp. So it's kind of doing the, okay, I like that. Now, what I would do is I would draw over top of these, but I think it might be too wet. But let's see if it works. Let's try this one. This one's a very skinny point. I don't know if that's going to work or not. I might have to do, oh, it will. And just do it a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. Okay, so let's just wonder, do we see a flower in here anywhere? What if we do like this? Let's have some fun doodling. So anyways, I'm going to have fun doodling, and I can do that anytime. But I think what I'm going to do now is show you what I had intended for this book to be. And you can just take and have some fun with it. And I'm having fun because I am switching up. Okay. So I had full intentions of using these stickers on here, but this is wet, so I don't think they're going to stick. But I thought I would do something like that. And then I thought I would make this a for me, a faith book, and I like to find Bible verses, and I like to do art to them. And I think that's what this is going to be for me. Like I said, I don't want to put this in here. Well, let's see. Let's see if it'll stick or not. Maybe we'll put a little bit of glue with it so it all dries together. Let's see how easy these stickers are to get off. I wanted to make this a quick video, but it might not be so quick. I'm just going to put this down here like this. Let's see. If that doesn't stick, then I will pick it up and put some glue on it, but I'm going to let that go for now. And I think I'm going to put this one over here. Oh, look at how that's, oh, I like that. I like that. I like it a lot. That was from a movie. I like it, and I like it a lot. Okay. So this one we'll put a little on here. Yeah, I should have done that. Okay. So anyways, if you watched, Natalie and I did a live, and in that live I made, I don't remember what papers we were working with, but I made, let's see, let's put that over here. Let's just put that over here like that. In that live, I made a little book, and I made this book because I come across little quotes and whatnot that I want to remember. And so I made this book, and I put some tabs on there because some will be Bible verses and some will be whatever quotes, happy, uplifting, spiritual quotes, whatever they are. So that's what this book is, and that's where I got this from. So I have this one that I wanted to do, and it is Tears Are Prayers Too. Tears are prayers too. They travel here it is, to, where's the other one? There it is. They travel to God when you can't speak. And that is Psalms 56:8. And I'm just going to put this, I don't know. So I thought I would just put these in here in a random order-ish. Some following kind of sort of what I just did. And then I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to do a little more doodling in here. But I think you kind of get the gist of what I'm thinking these little books would be great for. They also would be great as a little memory keeper. Like I said, I wouldn't bulk them up. I wouldn't do that, because you would get to the point that you can't close it, and it would just be a gator mouth. I don't even know with doing this, and I'm swelling pages and whatnot, if they will bulk up that they can't close either. I'm going to find out. So that was my cool idea. I think recreating these books is amazing. And I would definitely, to get the pages off, I would definitely, I would definitely spray it down a little bit first and then work to get it off. I think that would make it a little easier. But they're fun. And considering, and I think it turned out okay considering I didn't allow any dry time at all. But I like the way my page turned out. And that's what I'm going to do throughout the book, because I'm just going to use different verses, things that lift me up. I was going to make like tears, and I will still once the book is, once these pages are dry, I will draw some tears in here. And that's what I was trying to do with those blue blotches that didn't work very well as tears. I am not that great at watercolor. I do want to take a class, a workshop, and just get to know the way that watercolors work more. I've come a long way from when I started, but I got a long way to go. And so if you like this kind of thing, mixed media and faith mixing together, leave me a comment and I would do more of these and we could do them together. That'd be cool. I would love that. I would love that. There's a few more here. You can fast forward me, you can stop, whatever. Whatever you need to do. Or you can watch me all the way through. It helps my channel when you watch me all the way through, but if you can't, that's okay, I understand. But one thing I was thinking about too is just if you are planning on joining somebody's Facebook group, please remember that majority of those groups have questions that you need to answer before they accept you into the group. And it's just to protect the members, to make sure that everybody is, following on the same lines and whatnot, and making sure that, it's a fun group and a safe group. So if you don't answer all the questions, chances are you're not going to get led into that group. And you could be missing out on a lot of wonderful things. So just make sure that when you get to that accept page or invite join, that you go all the way down, and that's usually where the questions are. And then you can have lots and lots of fun. Okay, so just to finish this up, well, it's still a little wet. I'm going to take this. This is, I have not used this for anything. I want to so badly, but I don't know. I got to get a brush because this is kind of like an oil. It's a very different. So I'm going to, oh yeah, see, that's not sticking, which I knew. I figured it wouldn't. This one is, so we'll fix that. We'll put some glue on that right away. There. Ooh, pretty. This is such a beautiful gold color. And I've got it in silver and I've got it in a white. And it's so, oh, let's see what's happening. Okay, well, let's get this down here. And if you like the content that I do, maybe hit your notification button and you'll know whenever I put some new stuff up. I am going to be starting a few new fun things. Nathalie of Line Dot Arrow and I will continue our little mini series that we had going. And April Storm and I are planning on doing some lives together. Lots of fun things going to happen. And I'm going to put something right here. I don't know what. Maybe I'll just leave that as a little bit of art there. Maybe, I don't know. But anyways, there is my thing for today. And oh, yeah, okay. So remember when I said I gessoed? Yeah, those were not the pages that I gessoed. This was the page that I gessoed. Well, there we go. So if you don't gesso or put acrylic paint on it, that's what you get. It kind of runs and not that I like the look. I do. So next time I will play with this one. But I'm just going to play ahead. And unless you want to see more of these, I'm just going to play ahead, and then I will show you in a flip through when I'm all done what my little art book looks like. I think these are really fun. Really fun. Oops, maybe I shouldn't close that yet. I shouldn't close that yet. So anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm so glad you did. And give me a thumbs up. Make a comment. I would love that. And I'm going to work on getting this page off. All right. Have yourselves a great weekend. Bye-bye.